Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a sad day. We're doing the last page of our Disney volumes, and so it's just a single page layout today. I know you're used to double page layouts, but you know, what are you going to do when you get to the last page? It has to be a single, right? So this is a single page layout, and it's just dedicated to some photos that we took of us leaving all the palm trees and the sunshine of Southern California and coming back to Utah where it was Thanksgiving. So it was snowing. we were driving in a snowstorm to get home. So we took pictures of that, of course, and anyway, I think it's a cute page. You'll enjoy it. So let's check out my workspace and we'll get started with this. Oh, hang on. Before we get too far into our layout for today, I just want to remind you about the drawing that we're doing. We are going to be doing that pretty soon because we are really close to our goals. So please make sure that you are commenting so that you're entered in that drawing. And please make sure that you're sharing my channel with all of your paper scrapping friends so that we can get to that subscriber number that we need to, so we can do the drawing. And when we do the drawing, there will be a special video that'll be put out so you can see us draw the name, and there'll be more information at that point in time. But if you need details on what we're doing and why we're doing it, check out the description of the video, and there'll be plenty of information there to explain why we're doing this and what we're doing. All right, thanks so much. Let's check out my workspace and we'll get started now. Thanks. All right, here we are. This is the last page for Disney. Let's get her done, as they say. I've got permanent and repositionable adhesive in my workspace today. I have what's left of this green sheet. We used some of this in the last layout that you'll recall, all those little squares that we did. And I have a full sheet of white acid-free paper. This is actually a cover sheet for the grad pack, and you'll see why I'm using this in a minute. We're going to use this in our punch over here, and it's just a lighter weight paper rather than using cardstock, because I'll show you that in just a second. And I also have this sheet of our red plaid with the silver going through it, which I just think is super pretty. Okay, so the photos on this page are kind of sad. There's the Disneyland sign near our hotel and all the palm trees, and we loaded the car, and this is what we came home to: snow piled up everywhere. And fortunately, our sweet neighbors had plowed our driveway for us because this was the drive home. It was kind of miserable. Sad anyway, because we left, but kind of miserable. And you'll remember, if you've been watching the videos, that we also were enjoying our caramel apples that we had bought. So that was at least a bright spot on the way home. But anyway, so I'm going to wallpaper this page. Wallpapering is just a term, if you're not familiar with it, that means that you take a whole sheet of paper and you adhere it to your page just as it is. And that's what I'm going to do with this. But we're going to do some punching and cutting on these first. So let me just set this aside for a second and jump over here to, I'm going to bring my trimmer in here for a second, and then we'll punch in another minute. Okay, so I'm just going to use this paper for some mats to kind of bring some added green besides just the palm trees onto the page. So I'm just making these 4 1/4 mats. I'm going to make 4 4 1/4 mats because I have 4 4-inch pictures on this page. These pieces will be extra. And this sheet just happened to be 8.5 inches wide, so it's perfect for these 4 1/4 inch mats. right, so we'll save these two pieces for another day. Set them over there. Then we'll use these mats for a few of those photos. I'm going to set those up here till we get to them. And then I'm going to jump over here to this white piece of paper. We're going to use the Icicle Border Maker cartridge. That's why it's sitting out here. If you're familiar with that, it's from a while ago. So if you don't have it, I apologize for using an old punch, but sometimes the oldies are the goodies and it's just hard to beat it. So maybe Creative Memories will come out with that again, which would be lovely, because I've gotten a lot of use out of it. People in California probably won't get a lot of use out of it, or in tropical places, but here in Utah, I've gotten a lot of use out of it. All right, so I'm going to take my paper. As you can see, I've folded it into a triangle. I'm going to place it in my Border Maker system like so, just like I was going to punch just a regular border, okay? And I'm going to come in here. Whoops, I got to put my guard back. Gotta watch me. I'm just in a hurry today. I can see the finish line. Okay, so I'm going to punch this on the fold so that that's the same coming off the fold. I'm going to come back or come down here like this. And I'm going to go to the fourth one down and punch, okay? I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need it and it's just going to be in the way. All right, now I'm going to take this out and I'm going to bring my guide back up. I'm going to flip this over like this. Flipping is the key. All right, so I'm going to flip it over and then I'm going to punch it again starting from the top. Okay, coming down 4 punches. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Let's have an icicle get caught in the punch. Okay, so there's my 4 icicle punches. I'm going to remove that again. Get rid of this. We don't need it. Okay, then we're going to take this out carefully. Maybe we'll just go the other way just for ease. All right, now what I'm going to do is open this up and I'm going to refold it. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it the other direction. So we're going to put these corners together, my punched edges together. Not really worried about this square in the middle. I am more concerned with matching the punched edge. Okay, so I need to match the punched edge there, and I need to match the punched edge down here. Okay, so that's the most important part. The middle of this paper doesn't really matter too much. All right, so now I'm going to, sorry, I'm a little stressed because I kind of goofed up that other one and it, I don't know, it just sort of discombobulated me. So I apologize, but here we go. So now I'm going to just take and do just these end 2 spots. And this time I'm going to, when I messed up before, I started on the end. This time I'm going to start right where the connecting punch is. And then just slide it down and do the last one. Okay, so there's that. For some reason, this punch keeps getting things stuck, which if you are a person who likes to punch, sometimes that's just crazy how punches can be just fine and then all of a sudden they just grab. So there's all kinds of tricks people have tried, like putting the punch in the freezer, or putting the punch, dropping the punch on the floor. It, you know, it runs the gamut. But Fortunately, we don't have to worry about it this time, because all is well that ends well, right? Okay. Woo! All right, let me get rid of my punched stuff and set that to the side. Then we can go ahead and get this put together. I was actually thinking of possibly making some snowflakes to go on this page, and then I just thought, you know, I've got these cool punches. I should just use my punches. So that's what I opted to do instead. Okay, so we're going to just take these photos off and set them to the side. Over there. I'm going to take this piece and we're going to go ahead and add adhesive. I usually add my adhesive in 5 places, in each corner, in the middle, and then in between each piece of adhesive. I find that works best. You don't ever want to start from one end and just draw it all the way across your paper, because this adhesive is expensive and it's not necessary. It's powerful enough, it will hold. So you only need just a few little bits. Okay, so there's our page, and it's a little bumpy because the other side has pieces that have foam squares on them. So that's why it looks a little bit jumpy. Okay, now we're going to take the icicles that we carefully punched, and we're going to put some repositionable adhesive on them. And I'm going to put this corner where I kind of missed, where the punch didn't quite come together. That corner is going to go on the corner that I know is not going to show very well, so I don't have to worry about it. Love my repositionable adhesive, because even if it does stick to my mat, and it does stick to my mat sometimes, I can just rub it off. And it's gone. Ta-da! Okay, so where is my corner that has, here it is. This is the corner that has kind of some issues. So we're going to put that down here in this corner. And this is a punch that does not go all the way to the edge, so we don't want to line it up right on the edge of the paper. We want it to be just in from the paper a little ways, about 1/8 of an inch or so. And then the rest of the edges should fall in line. Try not to have any buckles, which can be hard when you're doing a full page frame like this, but I think it will manage. She says as it buckles. All right, let's see. There, that's better. All right. Okay, now let's get our photos that are going to be, oh, actually, you know what? I cut these as 4x4 mats, and my photos are not 4x4. They're at maybe what I'll do is find the piece that matches. We'll put those two together. Hopefully this will work. Let's see. Okay, so, because I really don't want to have to worry about trying to cut another mat. Do I seem anxious to be done? I guess I am kind of anxious to be done. We've been working on this for a bit, and I'm excited to move on to another project. Although Disney has been fun, I have to say. We've been able to use a lot of different papers and a lot of different scrapbook styles and different layouts, different themes. That's been a lot of fun with this album. So if you're thinking about doing a Disney album, I highly recommend it. It's been fun. Okay, I think that's going to go right there. And these are going to kind of be a jar adjacent to one another. I think like that. Let's see if this will work. Nope, still not wide enough. Okay, so we can cut these down and make them a little smaller, just so they match, so they work with the mats. I don't think it'll detract from my page at all to cut a little bit more of the cars off. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 3.5. And we'll take a little more of the garage off. This is scrapbooking in real time. Well, at least this part is. I did have to redo this. So, I'm sorry. But you guys know I try to scrapbook in real time. Deal with my issues as they come and let you kind of see what's going on and how to resolve the issues. Because they do come up. All right. So I probably could trim the borders around these photos down just a little, but I'm not going to worry about it. Because they're just going to get tucked up under like that. You'll notice we left at 5 minutes to 8 in the morning, and we drove all day. It's an all-day event to get from north of Salt Lake City to Anaheim, California. So, but it was a fun trip, and we all enjoyed spending time together, which was good. That was the point. All right. So now we just need some embellishments. And I have this cute little mailbox and these cute little presents. And I'm going to use just a little more of that green paper. And we're going to put this, of course I have stickers all stuck to my fingers. We're going to put this down as our kind of our base, and we're going to add this cute little mailbox and these cute little presents underneath the mailbox, representing home. And then we're going to use another little green square And I have this sticker that says, "I'll be home for Christmas." So we're going to use that and put that up here with the rest of the family. And some candy canes. That might be a little bit too many candy canes, but I think it'll be all right. We'll make it work. I'll be home for Christmas. And I'm gonna just add this little star right here, because I think that's the highlight. All right. So there we go. And I'll put a little title up here probably as well. Thanks so much for joining me for this series. It's been a fun series, as I mentioned before. We've had a lot of fun visiting different themes as we've worked our way through Disneyland, California. And hopefully it won't be the last time that we visit the happiest place on earth. Stay tuned. There will be 1 or 2 more videos. I'm going to go through the album and do a flip through. And most of the titles are completed. I'll finish the titles on this and then do a flip through so you can see the finished second volume of this series. And yeah, thanks so much. Oh, don't forget to comment so that I can enter you into the drawing. And make sure you're subscribed to my channel, please. That will help me out. Thanks so much. Until next time, I hope you have many more creative moments, and I hope you'll join me on the layouts that I'm doing for our trip to Ireland and some other things that are coming up. So I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.